Now, I also want to get the customer to agree that it's the right vehicle. If I ask Matt, if I say, Matt, Silverado you picked out, right color, right equipment. But what if Matt goes, well, I'm just not sure.
Then he's not on the right vehicle.
Say again?
You're not on the right vehicle.
Then there's really no sense in going into the numbers, right? It's either walk back out, do another walk around, or
select a new vehicle.
Select a new vehicle. All right, I want to do is I want to get Matt to tell me that it's the right vehicle. Matt, right color, right equipment?
Yeah.
Okay, the Silverado is the right vehicle.
Yeah.
The reason I ask that is there is no such thing as a good deal on the wrong vehicle. But if we got the right vehicle, you are in business. Now, this is going to be a risk-free proposition for you. All right, look, buying a new truck is risky for almost anybody, but not here at Crivelli. It's not going to be risky for you because, well, let me ask you a question. Do you worry about paying a car dealer too much for a car or truck? Everybody does. Can't happen here. I mentioned it earlier. We have a best value guarantee. If you find this same truck with the same benefit advertised for a lower price anywhere else, what did I tell you we'd do?
You'd reimburse me.
You can't pay too much, can you? Okay. Now look, you're going to see a high payment. Truck prices are high. Might be the highest payment you've ever seen, but here's what you're not going to see for the foreseeable future. You're not going to see an automobile or a truck repair because you got a 336 bumper-to-bumper warranty. You're not going to see a powertrain repair because you got a 560 powertrain warranty. You've got roadside assistant. What is it, 560 or 336 from General Motors? You've got 560 roadside assistant. By the way, if you had to pay for that, it'd be close to 500. You're getting it from General Motors. You're also going to get roadside assistance from us too. So you're going to have 2 roadside assistance programs. You're going to get Sirius Radio, 3 months on GM. After that, completely up to you. First lube oil filter, save you $100. Somebody else is going to pay for it. When you trade your vehicle in, if you've had your vehicle serviced here, we're going to give you $1,000 extra. And remember, Crivelli Care. You've got windshield repair, you've got tire and wheel repair, you've got paintless dent repair, you've got key replacement, and like I said, you've also got roadside assistance. Matt, all of this value comes with your truck. Okay. I have a highlighter on the end of this pen. I want to control the numbers that Matt sees. And I learned this from a 40-car-a-month salesperson in Texas. Matt, here's your opportunity. First thing you're going to notice is there's a $3,000 rebate. We love your vehicle. We'll buy it for $10,000. Ron, if I trade a vehicle in Pennsylvania, do I get a tax credit? How much is that? What's the percentage? Roughly. That's another $600 you're saving because you're trading the vehicle into us. Now, I'm going to give you some options here. I'm going to give you short-term, long-term, and a couple mid-terms. Let me tell you what a 60-month or 66-month payment does for you. You want to save some money? Shorten your term. The shorter the term, the fewer finance charges you pay anybody, whether you use one of our finance sources or your Aunt Millie. Okay. Long-term is a beautiful thing because the payment goes way down, but it also gives you the financial freedom to pay it off early. There is no prepayment penalty. So, if you do a short-term loan, yeah, you save a ton of money, you pay it off faster, you get to the dream payment sooner, which is no payment at all, and you can trade it sooner. You go long-term, you can get all the same things as you do up here, just do it in your own time frame. And these two are sort of the best of both worlds. So, would you want a high payment that saves you the most money and pays it off quicker, a low payment that gives you the most financial freedom, or the best of both worlds? Which one of those works best for you? Put a check mark by it and okay it right there.
I don't know, Steve.
They're all too low?
A little more than I wanted to pay.
Payments have never been higher. Payments are nothing more than the result of a mathematical equation. Now, do you want to go short-term, long-term, or best of both worlds? Put a check mark by it and okay it right there.
Steve, I was just looking to be around $750 a month here.
Well, that's not a problem. If you want to put down a $5,000, you're there. Now, do you want to keep the $5,000 wherever you have it, or take advantage of this payment, which you'll quickly get used to? Which one works best for you?
$5,000's only lower $50, huh? I'll just go with the others.
I thought so. You're okay right there.
So, I didn't want to sit there and do it the whole time. I mean, back and forth.
Well, I've got 12 different ways to justify those payments without ever dropping them a single penny. So I can stay till 4 o'clock.
I knew that. That's why I just
Right. Now, does it make sense to go through the additional value that comes with the truck before you present the numbers? If you think it's bullshit, again, you can call bullshit on it. You can't hurt my feelings. I've got none left. Okay. I've been abused by the best. Jim, does it make sense? Yeah.
Is that a yes? I mean, I'm asking.
Okay. All right. What about highlighting the positive numbers? You know what? The best salespeople in the country don't go line by line by line by line by line. I mean, can we help what the taxes are?
Nope.
No, we can't help that. That's the state of Pennsylvania. By the way, based on the election, God bless you people in Pennsylvania.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
God bless you.
Georgia too?
Yeah.
Hey, you should buy us lunch for us. Steve. I still have my voted thing out there.
Show it to me and I'll buy you lunch. Okay.
I brought my lunch.
All right. I didn't say that we allowed $10,000 for the trade. What word did I use? I said we're going to buy your trade for $10,000. It's a stronger word, okay? It's the little things that make a great big difference. And does your desking system not break out the tax credit?
No, it's put it just the way you're looking at it.
I'll bring it up in the quote now.
Okay.
It's 6%.
Yeah, well, this was easy math. But if I were working here, before I took this out here, I'd do the math. Because is the tax credit a positive number?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Look.
Does anybody want me to do that? I'll do it for if you want me to. If you want me to tell you how much exactly it is.
It wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, it doesn't
Any
hurt.
extra-
No.
Yeah, so whenever they want more for their trade, you're getting
car-
it.
You are
car
getting
that
more.
they're getting needs to be titled the same exact way as the car that they're buying.
Correct.
So if it's husband and wife on the trade,
It's gotta be
but
husband
only
and
the
wife,
husband- Yeah,
The
that,
one on the new one.
that changed last year.
Okay. All right, but look, I trade cars fairly frequently. All right, I'm a car salesman by trade. Do I trade my cars or do I sell them privately? I trade them. It's not worth my time. Plus, in Georgia, we get a tax credit too. Now, if I lived in the People's Republic of Massachusetts, Virginia, or California, I might not, because in those places, you don't get a tax credit. Okay? But in most states, you do. For a customer to want to sell their car privately is insane. Do you get that objection very often?
Not really.
We're going.
Well, that's not selling it themselves. That's Carvana buying it from. Yeah.
Not a lot. You get it.
Well, in Carvana, most of the time, the number is coming from a website that they filled in the information. Does that number always hold up when
Nope.
Carvana sees the car? Rarely does it. It does from time to time. Okay. When it comes to the term, okay, what's good about a short term?
Get it paid off faster.
What else?
Save on that.
Save a ton of money. What else? Oh, you trade sooner. All right. Is it worthwhile mentioning that?
Yeah.
I don't know why you'd say nobody does this. It's a short term. Why are most people upside down? Take COVID out of it for a second. Why are still most people upside
Because
down?
they ain't putting their money down and they took
And they finance it for too long.
Yeah.
Okay. And when they come back here and they try to trade and they can't, who they pissed at?
You deal with
You're right. Is it our fault?
Nope.
Well, it is if you're saying something stupid as nobody does that.
Well, if you see them drop their fucking jaw, once you hit them with the first payment, they drop their jaw. I mean, that's the technique that we don't talk.
That's a you problem. That ain't a customer problem.
That's a what?
That's a you problem. It's scaring you. Okay. I mean, look, our payments is what's the average car payment right now? 750. I think it's 757. I remember because it's an airplane. 57. I think that's on 73 or 72 months. That's your average new car payment. It's crazy. But why is that? Interest rates are at 22-year highs, and vehicles have never been more expensive. Now we've probably got more for them during COVID, but the average price of a new vehicle in this country is what? We wish 48. That's average, and probably here it's higher because you guys don't deal in a lot of cars. And the cars you do deal in are very expensive. But you're a truck and you're a truck and an SUV store, right? Okay. So, when should we condition the customer for a high payment? At what stage in the process?
Vehicle selection.
A vehicle selection. Yeah. $20 $1,000. If you're going to finance $50,000, it's going to be $1,000 a month roughly. For all. If you're going to finance $60,000, it's going to be $1,200 a month. How good are we at getting cash out of customers? Is cash good?
Yeah.
What's good for let's take it from our point of view first. What's good about a customer putting down 10 grand instead of 500?
Payments lower.
Payments low, which makes it easier to close.
Probably get a better rate in our area.
Okay. What else? You mentioned we can get the gross, get the easier to get the gross carry. That's for sure.
If you bought a vehicle in 2020, it's going to cover that negative equity.
Yeah. What's good about it from a customer standpoint?
Pay it off quicker.
Lower payment.
If I were to quiz 100 of your customers and ask them if they want high payments or low payment, what are most going to tell me?
Low payment.
Imagine that. So cash lowers the payment. What else does cash do?
Well, think get it paid off quicker. More equity.
You build equity. Well, when you put down a large chunk of cash, you've got equity right off the bat, which gives you the financial freedom to trade it. Here's the way I explain it to a customer. I'd say, I don't care how much cash you put down. Whatever you've got is good by us. We're going to do it your way. I always caveat it because, look, I can give you my name and my social security number. It's going to take you 5 minutes to figure out my propensity to pay. Correct? How do you figure out how much cash I've got? The answer is you can't. All right? So I don't want to scare Jim. If Jim's only got $100 to put down, I don't want him to think we have to have a ton of money to write up the deal. So I'm going to say we're going to do it your way. Can I share with you 7 good reasons that our customers put down cash? Cool? All right, number 1, when you reduce the balance to finance, that's sort of the key to making this whole thing work really well for you. Because when you reduce the balance to finance, normally you're going to reduce the payment. Would you like a lower payment or a higher payment today? Now, when you reduce the balance to finance, you're also going to save money. Did you come in looking to save money today? And here's the problem. All customers look to save money, but how do they know how to save money? Grind you on the trade, grind you on the price, grind you on the discount. When you reduce the balance to finance, you can save yourself a pile of money. When you put down cash and reduce the balance to finance, it also gives you the option to do something that most people don't have the option to do, and that's reduce the term. Because when you reduce the term, you save money yet again. When you reduce the balance to finance, you reduce the term, you also gain the financial freedom to trade it sooner if you so desire. And the best part about the whole thing is when you reduce the balance to finance and you reduce the term, you get to the dream payment faster, and that's no payment at all. So taking all those things, and by the way, I would write each one of those down too. Taking all those things into consideration, how much could you put down? I'm just giving him good reason to put down. He might look at me and say, "It sounds good, I got 100. I'll say, high five, great. We'll write the deal up that way. I understand reality. But at the same time, most salespeople don't show a customer the best way to buy a car. True or false? True. The best way to buy a car is to put some money down and reduce your term. Would most people like to trade sooner than they actually can? Yeah, they can't, because we don't show them the value of cash, and we don't show them the value of a shorter term. All right, now, when I did this with Matt, I wrote everything down. Why did I write everything down?
Makes it real. Makes it real. They can read it. They can see it.
Well, they can read it. They can see it. I just doubled my power of communication. It's what the best salespeople in any industry do. They write and they talk at the same time. Okay, it's not taught in the car business because we sell the most popular product in the history of mankind. So we don't need to be as good as other industries. But when you get good, you make way more money than most salespeople make. All right? Why else do I write it down? I double my power of communication. Yes. Slows me down. I tend to talk fast. Most salespeople tend to talk too fast. It slows me down. Number 3, it keeps me organized. I can remember what I've said and what I haven't said. If I'm not writing it down, I may not remember what I said. Okay? Does that make sense? These are little bitty things that make a great big difference. But I don't care how good you get at presenting the numbers, we're still going to get objection, or what I call complaint. Let's look at what the handout I gave you. Go down to the second paragraph. Presenting the offer to purchase. Best way to handle objections is to prevent them. This is the ultimate justification. Unfortunately, most salespeople create more objections because of the way they present the numbers or off purchase. With just a bit of process and fine skill tuning, you can enjoy quicker and more closes. What should your intent be when you present? What's your intent be? All right, and here's why I have got a question. I can't tell you the number of sales managers I have heard say,